You look over to this building right here, and it looks kind of like a barn. Like the building is the entrance is a little bit wide, and you take about 5, 10 steps out into this courtyard, and you start looking around, and you notice a dim light coming from this barn. And as you look over, you can see two men posted at the front of this. They seem to be human. Garethor, you are still like Irene is pointing out every single step, and like you've never felt so stealthy in your entire life. All of a sudden, behind you, you hear this loud fart. It just rips ass, and it like tears through the silence. And Garethor, there's a smell that is toxic to follow it. But you like stop in your tracks as you hear this loud fart.
I'm like, if you do that again,
The guards look at each other and say, "What was that?" And the guards come out, the one with the spear, and they have torches, and they start to enter out into this courtyard right here. Alastor, you're trying to find a hiding space in this alley, and the guards are getting closer and closer, and you find like a rock that you can kind of hide behind, and then you see a torchlight. Like you're still looking for a good place to hide, and the torch is up. And they're like, "Hey, you there? You, stop! Come here."
I'm out of their sight momentarily.
No. Well, they at least yelled at you.
They yelled at me. Okay. I'm going to cast Disguise Self and pretend to be older Raven Guard.
Okay. Okay.
Flaming Fist.
So you cast a spell. As soon as you start casting, they're like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And they start to walk forward. And now that I'll say you finished the spell, but you are definitely in torchlight now. And they're holding out there. One of them has a crossbow at the ready, and the other one has a spear.
What in the hell are you doing? Pointing your weapons at me. Weapons down, now.
They squint their eyes.
It's I, Commander Ravenguard.
Make a deception check. Oh! Some bad insight rolls.
I heard you guys were getting into trouble out here, and I had to come personally see this mission through.
One of them's like, who is this guy? And the other one's like, I think he's the commander of the...
You drop and give me 20 right now, son.
This is very suspicious. Sir, can you come and speak to my superior?
I am your superior, son. Now, how about those push-ups?
He's like, Zane, start the push-ups. I'll go get Zagmira. And he turns and he starts heading back.
Hey, you stop right there.
He stops for a second.
You come on back here. We need to strategize together.
I'm gonna go get Zagmira. And he keeps walking.
Sure.
But the other guy is doing push-ups right in front of you.
Can I see Irene?
You can hear all of this very clearly.
No, but can I see Irene? Can I like look over?
Irene disappeared. Make a perception check. Irene is trying to be stealthy though, so you'd be. Whoa! You can clearly see Irene like hidden in the shadows, and Irene even sees you. Like you guys.
I would like to look at Irene with eyebrows and be like, I'm just looking for a nod, yes or no.
I'm gonna do this. This is what you see. Make of that what you will.
I
Hear the
took
guy
that
get
as
to the
yeah.
barn, and he's like, "Hey, boss, Zagmira, come check this out. I think Alder Ravengard is here. I don't know how, but he wants to speak with you, I think, or I don't know. Come check it out." And then the guy is still doing push-ups in front of you. How many do I have to do, sir?
Yeah, give me another 20 more.
One,
Can't believe they send you
two,
pathetic, weak imbeciles out here in the
three.
jungle so unprepared.
And you doing anything else?
I want to look over at Irene and just motion to get out and get over by Garethor, and maybe if I can see Garethor also motion to just leave me behind for the time being.
Okay.
I will start monkey crawling during whatever happens next as far north as possible to try to get ahead.
After, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm going to move. I'm gonna actually draw for this just to make it easy. I move down this alleyway and over to right here, and then when I see the other two people who I believe are leaving and coming over, get to like here, then I'm gonna move and go up and meet up with Garethor.
Okay. Well, while you're doing that, after about a minute, you see two figures emerge out of the barn and start approaching you as the guy's still doing push-ups. You recognize one to be the guy that left, and you see a shorter woman in long robes, and you are pretty sure that you know that this is going to be Zagmira coming up to you.
So while I know my companions are on the move, I would like to just kind of sneeze under my breath and cast mage armor while he's doing push-ups.
Okay. All right, you cast mage armor and sneeze right beforehand and maybe after, and you think it's kind of covering it up, but yeah, you cast a spell.
All right, that's enough push-ups. Get up.
Oh, thank you. The two figures approach. They're about 30 feet away now. They can see you.
I approach them as well with this guy. And Zagmira, is that you?
It is.
It is
Hold
I.
there.
Of course, you already
I
recognize
see
me.
that.
I'm not so ignorant as these pathetic weaklings.
And what brings you to Cholt? She approaches in the torchlight. You can see she has her hood up. She's shorter. She has these flowing red robes with a black flaming fist emblem in the middle. You can see, even in this torchlight, that half of her face seems to be a elderly woman, maybe 60s or 70s, and it's kind of wrinkled. You see some scarring. And on the other half of her face, you see a 16-year-old girl with very beautiful, long brunette hair. And on this side is just like ratty, old gray, like hag hair. And it seems like her face is split right down the middle.
Zagmira, as beautiful as ever. Well, I received word that you guys were having a little bit of trouble with a few pesky snake people. I thought that you were a very capable commander and I could put you in charge of this task, but I'm questioning that now.
How did you arrive here, Sir Ravengard?
How would one as capable as myself arrive in such a place?
I would assume it would take weeks by ship.
A capable magic user like you has never heard of a teleportation spell before.
Of course I have, but your presence in the Forbidden City seems highly unlikely. Make a deception check.
Ah! All right. Oh, God. Natural 20. Come on, baby.
Natural 14.
Oh.
Natural 12. Unnatural 14.
You see her start to cast a spell.
I immediately cast Thunderstep.
Roll initiative. Just Alastor. Roll a dexterity check to see who goes first. We have to re-roll.
Oh, God.
Dexterity. Oh! So at the same time, she starts casting Dispel Magic, and you feel your form start to fade, and like you see Alastor like start to slip from this disguise, but right as it's dropping, you bamf out of there with this huge explosion, and she's like, ah! And she starts looking around that you just barely, and you are dispelled now, you are back to Alastor.
I'd like to think it was right when my face was exposed, and I smile and wink at her, and then I bamf out at that moment.
The spell's happening simultaneously, and your form's starting to drop. She says, Alastor? Boof! This huge noise. Go ahead and roll damage. I'll say you can damage all three.
Okay, well, immediately when I land in that space, I would like to probably just jump into a bush on the other side.
And what are the three of you doing?
So we're all kind of up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as soon as that boom happens, sprinting
Yeah.
north.
Dash.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd like to use that distraction to run.
All three of them are recovering from this damage, and they're like, "Where'd he go?" And Zagmira, you see her look up, and as you guys are sprinting, you're like, "Guards! They're here! Follow them! Spread out!" And you hear a bunch of commotion kind of coming from the barn just as you leave.
Hey, guys, I'm right here. I'm right here.
Alastor, I feel like we've got to keep going.
All right, let's go.
You hear guards now coming up on top of this pathway, and kind of they have torches and lanterns, and you see about 10 to 15 people now actively searching from this road. You guys all jump down successfully from the pathway, about 10 feet high, and right as you do, you turn, and you hear a boof, boof,
Oh fuck.
boof, boof.
Oh fuck.
Getting louder and louder. And as you look in this direction, you see a giant amphitheater. It seems like an ancient Greek Roman-style amphitheater with a bunch of rows of seats and a stage.
There's a monster. Perhaps we go the other direction?
Boof, boof, boof.
This way. This way. I'd like to go up here. I'm gonna
Alright.
run that way. I don't care what you guys do.
I'm going to hand my pack to Irene and say, don't worry, I'll come get you guys. I'm going to disguise self as feathers.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I take Alastor's pack and I sprint after Garethor.
And you're not fighting, you're just standing there as feathers?
like a female barbarian right now.
Okay.
I'm like, come after me, you beast! Come after me! I'll fight an honorable death! I'm just gonna make a ruckus.
Pretty good stealth checks, and the performance is fine. These guys slip away, and this dinosaur emerges off the side of the amphitheater. It is towering. It's almost as big as the height of the amphitheater, 18, 20 feet high, or maybe even 25 feet high. It's huge. And you see it for a second kind of look over at this rustling as you guys make your way north, and it just turns and faces right towards Feathers and looks at you and just lets out a huge roar. What are you doing?
You can't get me, you big stupid beast! Just try. And I'm gonna run directly towards the flaming fist. I'm gonna run right towards the flaming fist the best I can, and try and get.
Yes.
Me.
Okay, you
Better
are
gas
first
mileage.
to act. It is actively pursuing you and sees you, but you feel like you have a second here to do something.
Run and dash. So 60 feet, please.
Okay.
Okay, I want to run directly south, not towards the wall, please. I'll just be yelling out like, "An honorable death awaits us all."
This T-Rex sees you, and you start sprinting, and it catches up to you. It is about 40 feet away from you now. After it mad dashes, it's just huge leaps and bounds, roaring and snorting.
No problem. Well, a little bit of a problem, but
Yeah.
dash action, another full thing of movement to go 60 feet, and I'm going. So I'll dash 30 feet, and then I will do bonus action Misty Step to just appear 30 feet further, and then I will take my remaining movement, so 90 feet total.
They're all shouting and kind of looking around.
We got a battle on our hands today, folks. I want to just like give them the feathers crazy eyes, maybe
Okay.
like whatever feathers would do.
All right. You see this T-Rex. You kind of turn around because it is menacing. It lets out another huge roar. And it sprints 100 feet towards you, just bounding. And its jaws are wide open. It's about 30 feet from you. And it looks at you. And it stops. And you see it start to... This mist starts to form on its body.
No.
And you see it disappear. And right next to you, you see this huge T-Rex, like literally on top of you, and it lets out another roar.
I'm going to burn my last 3rd level spell. I'll do another Thunder Step. I'm going to go 90 feet back where I started running from.
Okay.
And then I will use my remaining 30 feet to go 120 feet total away from this.
Okay, you bamf out of sight, and you hear all sorts of chaos and screaming ensue. Ah! Run!
I get back to my group and... Oh, cramp! Oh, I got a cramp! Oh, ow, ow, ow! Oh,
I immediately get down and I start stretching him and massaging his leg. I put him on his back and I'm doing the full leg stretch.
Oh, it hurts! Oh.
Well, he didn't get bit in half. We'll call that a win, yeah?
No! Run!
Fine, let's do it. I'm pumped up, man. I'm pumped. Oh, did you see that?
Other than Alastor, is everyone else feeling pretty healthy? That was awesome, Alastor.
I'm 100%, but I don't really want to go. If there's a monster in there, if our wizard's not 100%, it's not good.
I'm a master tactician.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I think I think we go for the cube. That's right next to their base. This might be the only opportunity we ever
so
get.
alive right now.
You guys make your way around here, and you kind of take a glance up the path and look down. You can still see the torchlight and stuff. You do see this large, massive figure. You see like smoke and fires pluming, and from the courtyard area, right south of that barn, you start to see like all this magical fire bolts and blasts like flying up and hitting the T-Rex, and it just keeps getting angrier and angrier. You see a couple bodies like flying up in the air. Ah! It seems like it's a huge battle, and you just barely see that before you clear and you start to make your way south into the city.
Here,
Alastor.
Nick, I get my pack.
Oh, yeah, here you go. And who the hell was that?
Oh, she's bad news. Very powerful mage. My teacher back in the day. Evil as fuck. And hopefully she gets chomped up, because that would be our best case scenario. Oh, I'm sweating so much, guys. Oh, God.
All right.
Here, I made special water, and I give him my water skin.
I
Just
drank
regular
all of
water. Wasn't that really good water?
It's excellent water. Thanks, Gareth.
You're welcome.
Oh, I might start hitting the gym after this. That got me motivated. Yeah,
You
probably
know,
not. All right,
it'd be
let's
a
go.
lot. Right.